Well, today is World Obesity Day, and the federation behind it has released some alarming figures. Within a decade, 1.9 billion people globally will be living with obesity, and the economic impact will cost an estimated $4.32 trillion.
Wow. Locally, Australia isn't faring much better. Our obesity numbers have tripled since the 80s, but there is a shift in focus with new moves to put the spotlight on the systems rather than the individuals. To tell us more, hello, nutritionist and dietitian Gemma O'Hanlon. Nice to see you,
Hello.
Gemma. Why this shift of the focus for Obesity Day, and do you think it's a step in the right direction?
Absolutely. So I think we used to think it was an individual problem, a willpower problem almost, but we know that's not the case anymore. It's really an environmental issue now. So it's a systems issue. And when 2 in 3 adults are living with overweight or obesity and 1 in 4 children are living with overweight or obesity, these numbers are far too high for it to be an individual issue. So it is a societal issue and it really needs a societal response.
OK, obesity often measured by calculating someone's BMI, their body mass index, but apparently that's not the best tool.
Well, no, BMI is not the be-all and end-all. And look, I think there's a number of limitations with BMI. So BMI, body mass index, is based on your weight divided by your height squared. So, you know, we are more than a number on the scales, and our health needs to be measured in a lot of different ways, and we can do that far more better than looking at our body mass index. So, you know, other measures like, for example, are we getting our 2 serves of fruit, our 5 serves of vegetables a day? Are we getting our 10,000 steps? Are we getting our 30 minutes of physical activity every day? Are we getting our 7 to 9 hours sleep a night? And are we waking up feeling energised and ready to go for the day? You know, even measures like our blood pressure, our cholesterol, our blood sugar levels, these are far better measures than simply looking at a number on the scales.
Hey, when we talk about these numbers tripling in Australia since the 80s, around 2 out of 3 adults are either overweight or obese. Horrible figures. Why are they so bad?
Yeah, so over time our environment has changed. And look, when you look at compared to what we did back in the day, we went to the milk bar, we went to the local grocer to get our food for the week. Most of us now shop at the supermarkets, and over half of the packaged foods in the supermarkets are actually classified as unhealthy. Even when we go to petrol stations, when we go to our local cafe, you know, we're surrounded by unhealthy foods wherever we go.
Petrol stations are the worst.
Aren't they? And even looking at the amount of fast food outlets that are now popping up on every corner. So we call it the obesogenic environment. It encourages us to overeat on these unhealthy foods. And look, we all live busy lives. We rely on that convenience. The problem is our environment is really not shaped in the way to make healthy easy.
OK, I don't think that's going anywhere real. I mean, we're being more cognizant of it, but I don't think it's actually going to disappear. The takeaway food stores aren't going to disappear. So what can people do to sort of counteract the environmental influences upon them?
And it's really hard. Yeah. So one thing we can do, and I know we're all time poor, but when we can, cooking at home from scratch, there's so many benefits. So from Whole Foods, you know, get the kids involved, get the family involved. Instead of crashing on the TV, on the couch, you know, on the couch watching the TV, you know, at night, get the family into the kitchen, bond over cooking. And food always tastes better when you cook it yourself. And you're also developing lots of skills. And look, I think I always say cook once, eat twice. So make a big batch of a meal, you know, be smart with your time, and then you'll have leftovers for the next day. It means you won't need to buy lunch at work, and also pack it in the school lunchbox for the kids.
You wouldn't think that the food outlets are going to do any of this much voluntarily, right? So does the government need to step in? There need to be some sort of oversight and some pressure put on from that.
100%. And look, I'm really keen to see some commitments from our political leaders leading into this election, because prevention is key. So we know out of the total health budget in Australia, the budget for prevention is a little slither. It's 1.8% of the total health budget. So other countries around the world are up around the 5% mark. So we need to do better. And yeah, you know, we really need to invest in national behaviour change programs that drive, you know, the consumption of healthy foods. The government can also play a part in restricting unhealthy advertising that's bombarding our kids wherever they go. And we can also do a lot to improve the access of healthy food. So when we're going to the petrol station, when we're going to our local cafe, when we're eating out, that there's healthy foods all around us, and it makes healthy eating easy.
Yeah, maybe dial Mark Wahlberg in on that and have a chat about the Wahlburgers menu and see how that goes.
Because I like what he's about. I like what he's saying.
Gemma, lovely to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
Really important information. Thank you.